the ins and outs of everything. I didn't really understand it until last year with how you have to separate your social and real life from football, and that's really what it is. So you have to be a well-rounded human before you're a well-rounded football player. There's going to be people trying to put pressure on you, of course, but it really doesn't amount to anything unless you start to believe them and put pressure on yourself. I had to really just learn to keep myself grounded, remember my roots, remember where I came from, and just continue to be humble through it all and just grow from it.
What's different about this group with this season? I know Nick was talking about how it's a different team. Why are things different?
This group wants it more. I mean, I think we genuinely believe that we come in and we have player-led team meetings that we talk about like how much we want it and what we need to do to win this game to succeed this season. And we go out there and we play football how we know how to play football because this team actually wants to do that. This team is really committed to the goal. Forget about what happened last year. It's all about what we are now. And this is the team that I want to ride or die with right now, so yeah. My mentality has changed a lot since last season. Last year, being a leader, it was kind of just a letter on my chest saying that I'm a captain. This year, I want to be the guy that people listen to, people follow, and people really feel heard. So I just want to make sure that this team is a true team, and we all believe that one another really has each other's backs. But I want that to start with me.
The biggest thing from last year to this season for Aidan has been just taking some steps maturity-wise, and that's something that we really challenged him on as a leader. I think there were some things as a young starter for the first time last year, just realizing that all eyes are on him all the time around here.
I think the biggest difference for Aidan from the first year that we worked together until now is just his understanding of what it takes to be a starter. And he's still got a long way to go in that sense, but he has made leaps and strides just having that 1 year experience underneath his belt. And from now, I think he understands what's expected.
The thing that separates a good player from a great player is a mentality. I think the mentality that you have is you're the best guy on that field when you walk onto it, and that separates you. If you think that, you truly believe that. And consistency is very important simply because it shows how disciplined you are as a human being and as a football player. If you say you're committed to what you do, then consistency is a part of that, and discipline is also a part of that. Having that consistency just shows that you could be a great player. To be that great player, I'm doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work.
I've always said this, knowledge eliminates fear, and I think he's made big strides just in the mental side of the game this offseason. And when you have a good understanding of what's expected from you from the staff down, and he has a good understanding of both his strengths and weaknesses as a player, and he plays to those strengths and weaknesses, I think that'll help him perform better under pressure on the field.
Pressure comes from yourself, but I think it's an expectation that I set for myself too. I understand what people want of me, but at the end of the day, it's really what I want for myself, and I can't really care about what external factors want from me. If my coaches want something from me or my teammates want something from me, that's different. But what I want for myself is, I just want to be the best, and that's what I'm growing to be, and that's what I'm hoping to.
you know your lab instructor? He moved the due date to today.
What if I get one out of nowhere, you just put some jump on you?
No, we're not getting a dog.
I'm getting it. No, she do that every week for real. But not for me no more.
Oh, really? Because that's not right here. You want to get started? My name is Mandy Chandler. I'm the Director of Academic Services and the Head Football Academic Coordinator. Just started my 19th season working with football. Very fortunate to work at Michigan State for over 25 years in academics. Started out as an intern, kind of worked my way into an opportunity to start working with football. And boy, has that been pretty awesome. Gotten to watch some fascinating young men become pretty incredible humans, fathers, and figures in the community, and it's been really special. We talk a lot about balancing the requirements of the college student and the college student athlete. And so what tools do these students need to be successful in the classroom? At the same time, helping them manage what football asks of them. And Coach Smith and his staff made it very clear when they got here that we can do both and we want to do both. And so it really all comes down to the relationships with our student athletes. How do we give our student athletes a place that they are safe, that they can be themselves, and not have to worry about the pressure and people watching them? Because if you don't have trust and you don't have this sense that you've provided support for them, when they really need help, they're not going to walk in. And we need them to walk in.
Yeah, who's that?
You want one?
No, I like 3 more, please. 3?
You have this phenomenal opportunity to get your education. You really need to take advantage of that. So when football is over, which will vary for everyone will be different, that you have something to stand on to go to that next. You know, Coach D'Antonio always talked about 4 years for the next 40 years of your life. That really is what they're doing. And then you've got, did Meeks release the questions for the thing that's due Sunday?
Palms 1 and 2, that's what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yes, they're
It's crazy.
So
They're
when do
always
you,
up.
they're always up, so that you can get this
I can
done.
get that shit done on Monday. I can get the next one done, the whole thing done on Monday, but I can't turn the whole thing in on Monday. So that's why.
I see, okay, but this you're gonna.
Education is very important to Aidan. He knows what he needs to do well. And again, it's a character thing. Putting in the time and the effort you need to do in the classroom to be successful is the same time and effort you need to do to be successful in football. He does that all the time. They're not separated. They're the same.
That's what I got left, Mandy. Mandy's great help. She's my therapist, my academic advisor. She's everything. She's like a second mom. We call her the dean of the school. So yeah, balancing school and football, it has its challenges, it has its moments, but at the same time, with all the help we have here with Mandy and Kyle and everybody, it's just, it's really easy to stay on top of what you do.
The midterm evaluation in year 2 is gonna be extra credit, it's gonna be in early October.
I'm there.
I'll remind you for that, okay.
Good boy.
So your goal is,
College isn't forever, and you have 4 or 5 years here, and after that, you got to figure out what you're gonna do. So, whether you want to go to the league or you want to do something else, you're gonna need grades. You need a degree, so it's very important to stay up on your classwork. And also, if you want to play, you need to be up on your classwork. So, the little things are very important.
One of the things that has impressed me about Aidan is as soon as he got on campus, he really wanted to understand what his role is in the community and what it meant to be a Michigan State Spartan.
How y'all doing? Aidan, nice to meet all y'all. Ready to work? Let's have a great day today. Go green. What's our drill? It's just easy for them to see where we are now and see where they want to be, and basically see their future at a young age and see what they have to do to get there, and we can help them achieve those goals. So that's what I'm here for. That's great. It's a great thing.
I'd describe Aidan a couple of ways. One being joyful, like watching this guy live life and compete in football. He's got a bunch of joy with it, and I think he brings joy to others because he's a uniter, a connector. He knows everyone, talks to everyone, especially in this building. I think he really enjoys life that way on the day-to-day.
He's invested in this team in getting them to their highest level to help
Michigan State be as successful as possible. And that's what you want from your leaders. You want them to create an environment where the new guys want to be part of it and going to give their best. And Aidan does that. You're not an outsider because you're new. You're one of us because you're here.
I think Aidan's ability to relate to each individual person from all walks of life is unique. He's fun, he cares about people. One of the fondest memories I have of him is on his recruiting visit, the way he connected with my son. And that's something that Coach Smith always preaches. This is truly a family, and he lives by that. Moments like that, he earned that opportunity, and then for me to be a part of that, and then my son to be a part of that at the end of the game with a big hug, that's what it's about. The games, our goal is to go and win. We're giving it everything we got. We're competitive in all walks of life. And then there's the memories that are made with the relationships. And when you have those strong relationships, you can coach them harder. And so that's what I take a lot of pride in.
You know, coming in, I got to college at 17 years old, and I was just young, didn't watch film, just came in, you know, didn't play. And I wasn't playing as much as I wasn't starting, of course, and just came in and just played, you know, played without anything, just played loose. And, you know, got here, and it was just a different mentality, a different mindset that I had to really just learn to grow into. And it was hard for me to grow into, but I'm still growing into it today, but it's just, it's getting easier and maturing, I feel like. Just knowing the type of guys that I surround myself with, and also the team we have, just helps me grow each and every day. So it's really just playing football, playing a game that I played for a while now, and going out there and just trying to be the best I can be. Knowing that I prepared, knowing that I did all the right things before the game, and go out there and compete. Having 11 guys on the field, 10 other guys around you, it's not really a you versus you all the time. But there is times when it's a you versus you, like if it's a mental day. It's like sometimes games aren't going your way and it's you versus you. If you're in your own head, then you're probably not going to be getting any better during that game. But if you figure it out and really just get past what you're going through and stop being selfish overall and, you know, take it as a team, then you grow together and you also grow as a player once you learn those lessons.
I think he's just starting to understand football more, and then I think that allows him, you know, to anticipate some throws and some windows, and has allowed the game to kind of slow down for him a little bit.
Aidan is a tough player, and the toughness and the courage he showed, it says a lot about him.
You build trust with that. Like, you know he's going to progress through his reads. You know he's going to try and stay in the pocket as much as he can, but then he's an explosive runner, and he's able to extend plays. It's just been a huge step in his game that he's made this year, and it's been awesome to see.
You know, the other team scored. I seen him get back up out his chair, and I was like, it's time to go. You know, and if he's ready to go, I'm ready to go.
Deep downfield, he's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Spartans! A 41-yard bomb!
Looks off the bat, throws it downfield. It's a wide open for Sean McCray. Touchdown, Michigan State!
Charles up the middle for a touchdown! It's Aidan all day in East Lansing.
Strive for perfection, but settle for success. We all want to be perfect. We all want to, like, you know, have a perfect game, do all these things, but at the end of the day, like, that's just not a reality. But we will settle for success. So it's very important to just being patient and really playing your role and learning to just stick with things and, you know, just grow with them, and things will happen for you.